Hey, what's good, Flame Game? I just wanted to make another video about something I feel very strongly about, which is Battlefront 2. I tell you what, I used to play when I was younger, it used to be the game, the game. And before Battlefield and all of them, you wanted to get there with your stormtroopers, you wanted to get out and do that conquest, you wanted to do that stuff. And you wanted to play the heroes, you wanted to see what they were about and see what they could do and what the glitches and what you can't do. And so what I'm talking about today is the Cyber mod. I don't usually talk about mods a lot because I know they can mess up your computer, but this mod, I tell you what, it feels like EA is just wasting opportunity here. They just need to, probably just take this dude, you know what I mean, and pay him for what he's done. He has over 80 different characters, that could have been DLC. And not only do they have, cool skins that they don't have originally in the game that they just obviously just need at this point. And why it's got me so excited and thrilled about it is because, you can play people with a lightsaber and a blaster, things that you would not be able to play as, on an EA. For example, you could play Darth Vader's Apprentice. If you ever played those games of The Force Unleashed, those are the most, badass games that you could play, back in the day, Star Wars. If you disagree with me, you disagree with me on that one, but, that's truth. Um, Besides the Battlefront series, that was the game, and they've got all these other Star Wars games coming out. They could be adding, people from Rogue One into Battlefront 2. They could be adding so much things in, but the Kyber expansion, this mod is, just next level compared to what they originally brought to us, which is, honestly disappointing. And if they miss this opportunity, I just feel like Star Wars, you need to get your stuff together because this is a golden opportunity. The fans are practically begging for you guys to put more people into, put more story, put more things that you did not originally put into it because you guys have things fixed now. They had problems with lagging out issues. I haven't ran into any of that with any of my gameplay recently. I've been playing it up, playing the heroes versus villains. There's not really any glitches. The heroes and villains seem very balanced, and some of that's great, yes. But also, if you had so many heroes and villains like the expansion, there would be some unbalanced play. But I think that would make it more fun for the individual player, experience. But and at this point, I'm just really asking for Battlefront 2, the EA people. I'm reaching out right now. Flame is reaching out for you guys to put this expansion into your game. I would play this game like it was my number one game if that was the case. And it just honestly, some of it just disappoints me just for the fact that you got people like BB-8, but you ain't got R2-D2 and like the OGs. You know what I mean? Of the freaking series. I mean, you could have had Jar Jar in there. And everybody's probably like, oh, no, Jar Jar, please, no. But it's just, the funny characters like that just make the game, And for you guys to go completely serious with it, but not, give the people what they really want is kind of just disappointing. And I wish for Battlefront to continue and thrive. And I see the only way for them to do that is for the EA people to check out the Kyber mods. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go ahead and look them up online. It's all there. And honestly, I would understand if EA didn't want to reach out just for the fact that, if they had like lagging issues on the modding stuff. But, if you go back to the OGs with all the heroes, you didn't just have Obi-Wan Kenobi, Skywalker. Nah, you had like the Jedi Masters in the lineup, and people forget about that. And I think that people need to get back on it, Need to give us the OG Grandmasters. They need to give us, not just Boba Fett. We want Jango Fett. We want all the Fetts, you know what I'm saying? I can't be the only one that feels this way. So if EA, if you're listening, you guys need to start looking at your options because people are shouting out to what they need and what they want, and you guys should deliver. If you guys don't want to lose a series. But I can't be the only one that agrees with this. If you guys agree with this, leave a like and follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow to my TikTok. I appreciate everything that you guys have done recently for me, and I hope for the flame to continue and keep that flame lit like always because, gotta keep it trooping.